Shalom, shalom. It's the brother Hadabia from GMS Mobile, Alabama camp, coming at you with another lesson. But before I get started, I want to give all glory, praises, and honors unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, and Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who teach and rule well. Peace and salutation to the whole elect that scattered abroad, preaching the truth sincerely. To you, I want to say shalom. And this lesson was inspired by the brother channel, Whole Elect 3, and another source, because if you are paying attention, you will realize we are heading towards a civil war. Okay, Americans don't want it, but it's Bible prophecy, and the Lord, he wants it ultimately, and he don't care how people feel. But I want to bring up this Google overview that I had typed in before I play this video, and the question was, what is the purpose of a civil war? And AI overview stated, a civil war is a conflict between organized groups within the same state, often with the goal of seizing control of the country. And you have this thing called Republican and Democratic. All right, the left wing versus the right wing. Okay, and it says, often with the goal of seizing control over the country, achieving regional independence, or changing government policies. The purpose of a civil war can vary, but generally involves one side attempting to overthrow the existing power structure or secede from the state. And this is the whole reason why these people are losing their minds, man, because of the things that Trump is doing. He putting tariffs on other countries and stuff, causing products to rise in prices, causing the oil to rise in prices, cutting off supplies to the U.S. All right, and then you got this thing that we're in, is this mass deportation thing. All right, so at the end of the day, they are trying to start a civil war, man. Okay, and when that civil war have started, then that's the time of Jacob's trouble, because that's what we mean by all hell breaking loose. When that civil war start, then it's gonna be chaos in the street. It ain't gonna get back to normal, man. You're gonna have people offing themselves. You're gonna have people, unaliving other people. You're gonna have looting. You're gonna have more riots. The America is gonna be on fire, man. It's gonna be on fire, man. And shit, it ain't nothing you Americans can do about it, man. It's not, because like I say, it's Bible prophecy, man. And these churches ain't teaching you that, and these Israelite camps ain't teaching you that, man. Some of them are not teaching you that, man. But GMS, we will focus on prophecy, man. And it's bound to happen, and these people do not know where their life is heading towards, man. Alright, but I'm gonna play the video and then get some scriptures.
White nations!
White nations!
Now we start the deportation!
Now we start the deportation!
White nations!
White nations!
Close borders!
Close borders!
Now we start the deportation!
Now we start the deportation!
You're on, gentlemen.
right, you could be up, you could be down. I don't give a fuck what you support. We all need to have a healthy fear living in the United States of America. Seriously. Put your political propaganda to the side for a second and understand that we on shaky fucking grounds. Like, I've never been one to own weapons or to have them, but thank God I live in a state where you only need a license to conceal your weapon. Because shit, I hope not, but it feels like we on the brink of a civil fucking war, man. And people better start thinking about how they can protect themselves and protect their families, because every 24 hours is some new crazy shit and we really don't know what's about to happen.
We're heading toward another war right here
Yep.
in the good old US of A.
Been preaching it. We're due for one. We're due for one. We're due for it. I'm telling you, we're due for it. I think eventually this bubble's gonna pop. That's my theory. I don't think that this can go on for too much longer. I give it like to 2030 before. I mean, I don't think we're gonna make it to that far, but we're on a slippery slope towards another civil war. And I'm not gonna say I'm cool with that. I think a lot of people think they want it, but I don't think they're ready for the type of environment and the people who operate in environments like that. I don't think they're ready for that. You know, the last thing, and I was talking to my wife about it, the last thing you want is guys like me out on the streets fighting a war with no rules of engagement, where I make up my own. And you don't want that. The average civilian's not ready for that. Like, why is Nick doing that? Why did Nick do this to me? Because only Nick matters, only my family. At the end of the day, yeah, guerrilla warfare is a bitch. And you're my friend one moment, but the next moment, if you got something I want or I need to take care of my family, I won't let you know about it. And I'm gonna kill the block. That's the way it should be. That's war.
And there you have it, man. There you have it. Coming from a American sniper. All right, and these are the type of people that, you know, low-level people, regular citizens do not include. Okay, former military people. All right, people that was trained for combat, people that know how to camouflage themselves in the wood, people that know how to sneak up on things without being heard. Okay, people that know how to hit you from a long distance, man. People that, you know, perform comeback tactics like goddamn Chuck Norris or fucking Steven Seagal type shit, and end up stabbing you with your own blade or whatever, man. You know, it's going to be so bad out here, and America don't have a clue, man. And like he was saying, like he wanted to go in on it, but he know that this was going to be broadcasted worldwide on YouTube, man. All right, your friends that you done barbecue with every Saturday and hung out and drunk beer. Your wife is cool with his wife. Your children get along with their children, and y'all just have a good old time. All right, in that day, it's gonna be none of that. Okay, it's gonna be survival of the fittest, man. All right, and again, these Americans is not seeing it, man. They going on with their day-to-day lives. Okay, going to work, trying to support their family or whatnot, and not paying attention to what's going on. Oh yeah, and out here partying. You know they love the fucking party, man. But I'm finna get the book of Matthew, chapter 16, starting at verse 1. It reads, the Pharisees also with the Sadducees came and tempting desired him that he would shew them a sign from heaven. And he answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times? And we see these things, man. If you're paying attention, he is of the world and he see these things, man. He is seeing that we're on the brink of a civil war, man. But the rest of y'all can't see it. Verse 4, it say, wicked and adulterous nation seeketh after a sign, and there shall no sign be given unto it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas. And he left them and departed. Okay, and the Lord's men are out here on the highways and byways telling you people that we're heading towards Jacob's trouble, or telling you people that World War III is at hand, telling you people that a civil war is at hand. Sluggy. Telling you people that a civil war is at hand. Telling you people that famine is at hand. All right. But you people are not listening, man. You're not listening. But I want to go to chapter 24. Matthew chapter 24, starting at 1. It read, and Yahushua went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple. And Yahushua said to them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. Right? Because when those nukes go off and detonate, okay, it's going to lay the land desolate. It's going to lay the land desolate, man. All right, everything will be destroyed and blown down by force and fuel of fire, man. Verse 3, it said, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came to him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am a Mashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. See that these things must come to pass. It is prophesied that it got to come to pass, man. Because like the scriptures say, through much tribulation, ye shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, man. All right. So you people don't know what you got coming towards you, man. Verse 7, it say, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. That's what that sound like, war, right? The opposing side going against the other side, man. It say, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. This is just the beginning. This is just the tip of the iceberg, man. But as we get down to the bottom of the iceberg, the base of the iceberg is going to be far much more worse, man. Verse 9, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Right? Talking about the Lord's elect, the Lord's servants, man, because Esau hate that we are chanting against him. He hate that we are chanting his kingdom down, man. Okay, he hate that we are going against his sayings, because they're all lies, man. Okay, you cannot do nothing that the Lord haven't ordained for you to do, Esau. And on top of that, you know, with these words, with the words of the Lord, you know, it's being stirred up in the earth, and the whole elect is being wakened. Is being wakened up out of darkness to Esau's bullshit. Okay, we recognize the real and not the fake. But verse 10 it say, and then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. That's sedition among men, man. And many false prophets shall rise and deceive many. Going into these people that say it ain't gonna be no civil war. Stop manifesting Jacob's trouble into your life, and Jacob's trouble have already happened, and Don't worry about nothing. Just focus on prosperity. You know, you're gonna hit the lotto next week. You know, shit like that, man. Any and everything that's not according to the scriptures, man. Verse 12, it said, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Right, man. That's why Nick, I think his name was Nick or Nate, in the last video that was played, he said, hey, it's at the end of the day, it's about my family. It's about our survival, man. Okay, so all that fishing buddies, picnic, barbecuing buddies, all that shit is gonna be out the window, man. Because at the end of the day, that same friend is gonna fight for his family. So you cannot feel that way towards Nick, man. You can't blame Nick for feeling the way how Nick gonna feel when you're gonna do the same thing. All right, whether it's Nick or somebody else, man. All right, the Lord is making moves in the earth, man. And it's about to be over with, man. We was almost up out of this thing, man. We're almost home. Just a little bit longer, man. This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, verse 14. It say, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. One people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hand. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. Why? Because it's going to be bad times. Everybody is going to be in the mind state of survival, man. Okay, and any and everything that get in their way, they're going to lay it down. They're going to put it down, man. Okay. It say, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Right, man, because it's going to be a lawless society, man. Okay, people are out here battling for survival with no fucking rules, man. No fucking rules, man. Verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Why? Because the city is going to be on fire. You're going to have cars overturned. You're going to have vehicles on fire. People are going to barricade their neighborhoods, their subdivisions in, and for protection. Okay, and you're going to have martial law going on. You're going to have the military in the streets as well, man, trying to put this thing to an end. But that ain't even going to work, man. So you're going to have the military unaliving the civilians, man. Verse 18, it say, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. You see that? That's exactly what Nick was saying, man. I don't care, man. I don't care. Hey, if you get in my way, you will be unalive. Okay? It say, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods. Meaning your neighbors, your friends, whoever is going to rob your houses for the necessities that they need, man. It say, because of the lack of bread, right? Because the lack of food and for great tribulation, man. So it's gonna be a time like no other, as the scriptures state, man. Jacob's trouble will be a time like no other, man. But I'm gonna end it up here in this Jeremiah 30 and verse 7, straight to the point. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Right, man, it's the time of Jacob's trouble, man. This great event is supposed to be for the heathens, but because 2/3 of all people don't want to repent and turn back to the Lord like they supposed to, they're going to get caught up in it, which makes it Jacob's trouble, man. But the ones that have repented and turned to the Lord and offended him less, okay, there's, you know, his sincere servants, the ones that are ordained for salvation, is going to be saved out of it, man. Point blank period. The Lord is only coming one time. And when he come that one time, he's going to deliver and destroy at the same time. Simultaneously, man. Alright. And with that being said, I want to give all glory, honors, and praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah by Hashem Kakadash, double honors to apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect, scattered abroad, preaching the truth of sincerity. To you, I want to say shalom.